Hello, welcome to AnAuraChicBeauty channel. For today's makeup tutorial, I'm using my plaid print shirt that I'm wearing as my inspiration, and I actually wrote a blog about this kind of plaid pattern that is very popular in fashion right now. A lot of celebrities are wearing it, and just a lot of clothing stores are carrying this kind of pattern, in the shirts, dresses, even accessories, things like that. So yeah, I kind of wanted to use this particular plaid shirt that I'm wearing, the colors, as my makeup. It's black, gray, and white. But instead of gray, I'm using kind of taupey colors for the eyes. And I'm actually doing a soft, smoky taupe look. For smoky eyes, usually you would do a nude cheek and lip, but I decided to add a little bit of color to it since it is summer and it's a great time to wear color, and also just to make the look not so dramatic and just dark eyes and kind of washed out cheeks and lips. And just the entire look is, I think, pretty soft. It's not too overly dramatic for the eyes. And then for the cheeks and lips, I use like light pinks and a little bit of bronzer. And also, I'm actually going to review some new brushes that I bought recently and that I'm using throughout this video. So hopefully, you'll enjoy that. And yeah, that's about it. Let's get started. So the first thing I do to prepare my skin for makeup is first spray M.A.C Fix Plus all over my face. And you can use your regular moisturizer to moisturize your face, but I like the M.A.C Fix Plus because it's a quicker and easier way to moisturize my skin. Quicker in that, to apply, and also for my skin to absorb the moisture. Then, because your under eye area has a different skin texture than the rest of your face, I apply eye cream, and I use M.A.C Moisturelush, and this will also help to blend the concealers in a lot better. And the last thing I apply is my lip balm, and I use M.A.C Lip Conditioner Stick. It has SPF 15, so it'll help protect your lips from the sun. It's really important to moisturize your skin or prep your skin for the makeup as well as your lips. And all the products that I mentioned, you don't have to use. You can substitute it for whatever products that you like. After I moisturize my skin, I apply my makeup primer, and today I'm using Mercier Oil-Free Foundation Primer. I got this for free from Sephora's Beauty Insider program. It's a deluxe size sample, so I've been using it for a few days, and I do like the primer. It's not a heavy texture or doesn't feel greasy on the skin. It feels light and kind of like a moisturizing texture on the skin. The foundation applies really smoothly on. It is for oily, acne prone sensitive skin, which I don't have. I have sort of like normal combination, but it does apply really well, but it doesn't mattify your skin. I think if it mattified my skin, then I would probably like it. But that's what I use today. Then once my primer sets into my skin, I apply my foundation. And today I'm using my M.A.C Studio Sculpt in NC25. And instead of the M.A.C 109 brush that I usually apply it with, I'm going to use my M.A.C 188 brush. It's the smaller stippling brush. It's smaller than the M.A.C 187. And I'm using this brush today because the weather has been just feeling really humid and hot, and I just want a more lighter sheer coverage. So I'm going to start from the forehead, kind of pat it, and then blend it out. And I'm going to work my way down. And once I apply it on my skin, I also apply it to my lips as well to cover the pigment on my lips, and it will help to bring out the colors of the lip products that I'll use. Next, I apply my face concealer on areas that the foundation didn't cover, like blemishes, darker spots, redness around the nose, and things like that. And I use M.A.C brush number 217 to apply, and I just pat it on the area and then gently blend it out. And the concealer that I'm using is MAC Studio Sculpt in shade number NC20. Then another concealer that I use is Mercier Secret Concealer in shade number 2, and I use this for my under eye area for the dark circles, and it had a little bit more of a peachy tone color, so that will help, you know, conceal those dark circles. And I'm going to use the same MAC brush number 217 to apply, and I just pat it under the eye very lightly and gently. And then again buff it away to blend. Then lastly, to set my makeup, I'm going to use Buff Matte-nificent powder, and I'm using this powder because, you know, again, the weather has been very humid and hot, and my makeup, you know, I want my makeup to last a lot longer, so it's an oil absorbing powder, and this is Natural Buff. And for my brush, I'm going to use something new. This is Sephora Platinum Professional Powder Brush number 50, and I'm gonna kind of give a review on this. Although I like the Trish McEvoy number 5 powder brush that I've used often in my other videos, I kind of wanted a brush that would set the powder a little bit better, like press it on better than just dusting, which the other brush did. You know, if you remember, I don't have the brush with me, so but if you remember, it's a lot more kind of rounder and more densely, and has a flat top, so it's, although it's good for dusting, it doesn't really set powder like I want it to. I'm using it for like about a week now, and I really like it. Again, it has a flat side, so it's great for pressing down powder, but it has you know, a dome shaped top, so you can still dust it on for a sheer lighter application. And I feel that this brush is a little bit more multi-purpose because of the shape, and you know, you can use it not just for a setting powder, but you can use it for a bronzer, you know, just like that, or you can use it for a soft contouring, or even highlighting, things like that. And to set, you know, I just pat it on. So you can see it just fits onto the skin, and you know, it doesn't disturb the concealers and everything. And even though this brush is synthetic hair, it's still really soft, and that's really important to me because, you know, you don't want to use something rough and harsh that you're going to be rubbing all over your face. So yeah, I really like this brush. So for the eyes, I'm going to start with MAC Painterly Paint Pot as my eyeshadow base, and I'm going to use MAC brush number 217 to apply. And I'm just going to start at the lid near the lash line and apply a sheer layer all the way up to the brow bone. Just kind of buff it on. Then I'm going to do my brow bone highlight using MAC Floof eyeshadow, which is this color right here, and it's a very frosty kind of off-white color. This palette is the Intense Eyes holiday palette that I think came out a few years ago. It was limited edition, but Floof is a permanent color. And I'm going to use MAC brush number 252 to apply. And we'll start at the center of the brow bone and sweep it outwards and then inwards. Kind of blend it back and forth. And I'm going to take that same color but use a different brush. This is MAC number 224, and I'm going to dot that in the inner corner to highlight it. Just kind of blend in circular motion, and then I lightly sweep it underneath the lower lash line for the inner corner, and then sweep it up. Then to create depth and warmth to my crease, I'm going to use MAC eyeshadow in soft brown. And normally I use Sephora number 10 brush to apply, but I'm going to use my new Smashbox number 10 crease brush instead. And you know, when I first bought it, it looked more like this, where it's more firm and kind of dense in, you know, the shape. So I thought it would be a good like concentrated crease brush.